Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. The South Dakota Senate will take up a bill that would require schools to display the 10 Commandments in every classroom. Republican John Carley's bill passed with a 4-3 vote in a Senate education hearing on Thursday. The bill was supposed to be heard by the full Senate on Friday, but instead it was deferred to Monday. We asked people in Sioux Falls about what they think of the proposal.
To me, it's foundational. It's just a set of rules, and if we all abide by those, then things would be fine.
I think the 10 Commandments are super important, but I don't know if it should be mandatory in every school or not.
I think that the separation of church and state, I think that I am a Christian and I do abide by the 10 Commandments, but I don't necessarily think that every child believes in the 10 Commandments.
A similar bill passed in Louisiana, but a lawsuit filed by the Civil Liberties Union ended with a federal judge ruling it unconstitutional. Last night's confirmation of Pete Hegseth as the U.S. Secretary of Defense now sets the stage for a vote to confirm Governor Kristi Noem as Secretary of Homeland Security. The Senate is expected to approve her nomination on Sunday. Now that means Lieutenant Governor Larry Roden would move into the role of leading South Dakota. State senators from both sides of the aisle shared some parting words with Roden Friday as he prepares for the next chapter of his political career.
There's no pretense to Larry Roden. He's a man of his word. He's a man that will take his job very seriously about doing what he believes is right for the state of South Dakota. Does that mean I'm always going to agree with him? No. But do I know that I'm going to get a fair shake with Governor Roden? Yes. I look forward to working with you, sir. And on behalf of the minority party, we say thank you.
Now, Roden has served in the legislature for 16 years, representing rural Meade County before Noem tapped him as her running mate in 2018. Police in Madison, South Dakota have arrested 5 suspects during 2 separate theft investigations. Police arrested 4 people connected with a stolen vehicle early Friday morning. They include Scott Castro Blowett of Sioux Falls, who's charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, false personation, and a parole violation. The other 3 suspects face charges that include false personation and drug warrants. Then Friday afternoon, police arrested Wiley Dean Spencer of Sioux City, Iowa, during a theft investigation at a Madison hotel. Police say officers used a taser on Spencer following a short foot pursuit. Investigators say Spencer has 5 active warrants out of Woodbury County, Iowa, totaling $172,000 for charges related to first-degree robbery, drug charges, and theft. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. A windy start to your Saturday across KELOLAND, and it's going to stay pretty blustery as we go through the first half of the weekend. At least it's not frigid, though, so we have that working in our favor. 21, beautiful view from our camera at Falls Park. West wind at 9 miles per hour. That wind will be picking up again as we head into the afternoon, but like I said, at least we have a great view to enjoy on this Saturday morning. Up in Aberdeen, 23 with a northwest wind at 17 miles per hour. There have been a couple of flurries up in northeastern portions of KELOLAND, including right now, actually. If you take a look at the bottom of your screen, you can see a couple of those snow showers moving along the light poles there on the campus of Northern State. In Pierre, that camera's getting jostled around with that northwest wind at 30 miles per hour. Your air temperature over in Hughes County, 22. 20, though, in Rapid City, north wind at 15 miles per hour out in western South Dakota. So there are your air temperatures, mainly in the 20s. A couple of teens from Buffalo to Custer, 13 apiece there. Spearfish and Worthington at 19, bookending that I-90 corridor, and 21 over in Iowa towards Spencer. Even 10 degrees this morning in Pine Ridge. But again, that's the air temperature. And you factor in that wind, which is making its presence known. And you have wind chills in the teens and single digits in general above 0. But it feels like it's -7 this morning in Mobridge and -9 in Buffalo. We do have a cold night on the way tonight, but another January thaw is on the way next week. We'll talk about that in your extended forecast.
Thank you very much, Adam. This is the final weekend of the Burger Battle in downtown Sioux Falls. Managers at Blarney Stone say they have sold thousands of their Limerick burger entry. However, you can't sell that many burgers without having a reliable kitchen staff.
Without them, this wouldn't be happening. So I'm so thankful for the kitchen staff. They are all passionate, just like the front of the house. We're all passionate about providing a great experience. Blarney Stone's kitchen manager says that it's important to have a kitchen crew that can
work well under stress while still putting out a tasty product. The Downtown Burger Battle runs through Friday. In the meantime, you can vote for your favorite burger based upon flavor, patty, toppings, bun, and presentation. It's winter crazy days at both the Empire Mall and the Bridges at 57th Street in Sioux Falls. Stores are offering deals up to 75% off of winter merchandise, along with buy one, get one free offers through Sunday. Stores at both locations are open at 10 a.m. Ice Fish Fest at Catfish Bay in Sioux Falls features more than $30,000 in cash and prizes, including $5,000 to the person who catches the largest fish. It costs $50 to enter. Contestants can pick their fishing holes at noon, and the tournament runs from 1 to 4 p.m. And the Sioux Falls Skyforce takes on the Memphis Hustle in NBA G League basketball action at the Sanford Pentagon. Tip-off is at 7:05. Adam?
Well, let's go through the next couple of days. There's going to really not be a whole lot to talk about on satellite and radar especially. The exception is today. Again, there are a couple of little flurries out there this morning. We saw the Aberdeen camera a little bit earlier, even just to the north of Miller, getting in a couple of little snow showers up that way. Rapid City had a couple of flurries in western portions of KELOLAND along that Pennington-Meade County border as well. But really, that is just about it locally and to a lesser extent regionally. There is a little bit of snow between Fargo and Grand Forks on I-29, even into northeastern Colorado, a little bit of snow. That's due to low pressure, at least for the former, over in Canada, but that's really it. Much of the continental United States is pretty quiet, and considering how, to put it bluntly, weird this week has been, with the Deep South getting in on historic snow and historic cold in portions of the northern plains, yeah, we could maybe use a little break. We get that. Over the next couple of days, high pressure is going to be, in general, in control, and that's going to really be just about it. We'll have varying degrees of sunshine as we go through the next couple of days, but overall, I think cloud cover does recede to a decent extent as we go through Sunday and much of next week for that matter. The other big thing to talk about with regard to next week is going to be the warmth, as it is going to be unseasonably warm at times, especially in western portions of South Dakota. We're going to be talking about temperatures well above average for this time of year. I want to switch views a little bit on Futurecast and go a little bit further in time. Also hit the fast forward button because we have really nothing going on for Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Wednesday, a little frontal boundary tries to kind of make its way through the back door into KELOLAND, and it's going to try and kick in a couple of little flurries and snow showers East River, but really nothing amounting from that as well. Just also a small step backward on the thermometer for Wednesday. Then we hit the reset button through Thursday and much of Friday. By Friday night, though, we're going to be watching an area of low pressure try and track on up from Kansas and Oklahoma. Where that goes and what kind of air mass we have in place is going to dictate what we do or do not see as we flip the calendar over to February. Just pin that in the back of your mind. We'll be watching the first weekend of next month to see if something is able to come around. From there, it is just going to be all about the cold receding. I'm not going to say the cold is going to be sticking around because that is also not really going to be the case. I mentioned that second January thaw, and this is exactly what we are going to be talking about. Notice those warmer temperatures coming in over the next several days, Monday, Tuesday, to a lesser extent Wednesday, then back into Thursday and Friday. It is going to be rather warm at times. In fact, as we go into the tail end of the 7-day forecast and even the start of February, we do favor odds for above average temperatures, especially the farther east you go. But as we head into the first full calendar week of February, however, that changes. We try to flip the script and get some colder temperatures back into place. So just keep that in mind. We're not going to be warming up permanently. Highs today, pretty close to average, 20s to around 30, but it will be windy by day and breezy by night, and especially with low temperatures around 10, if not a little bit lower than that, above 0 at least. We are going to be dealing with wind chills going into Sunday morning, so keep that in mind. The rest of your 7-day forecast, though, overall, pretty nice. 40s for much of next week. We're going to keep an eye on that Friday potential, maybe a few rain showers late in the evening, but that depends again on the track of that low. So that's very much subject to change. Either way, we have that nice warm up for next week on the way. In Aberdeen, 26 today, Sunday the transition day, 40s for much of next week outside of a small step backward on Wednesday as we go to 39. In Pier, a windy 28 today, 37 for Sunday. We can even get a couple of days around 50 Tuesday and Thursday, for example, with a good amount of sunshine. And in Rapid City, we're talking about a windy 26 today, but multiple days at or above 50 for much of next week. Considering our average high is 36 out west, that is not bad at all. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.